Actor Ranveer Singh-starrer Dhurandhar has run into rough weather with Ashok Chakra awardee Major Mohit Sharma's family approaching courts seeking a stay on the release of Dhurandhar. And joining me from Cork, Ireland, is his brother Madhur Sharma, a software engineer himself. Madhur, welcome on India Today. We'd reported on the unparalleled valor of Major Mohit Sharma, both when he was awarded the Sena Medal and when he was awarded the Ashok Chakra, sadly posthumously. It was truly unparalleled valor. This film, this film, Dhurandhar, why is the family seeking a stay on its release?
So I think, Gaurav, thank you for having me on the show. My greetings to everybody on the channel. So the reason why we're actually trying to have a legal recourse is to have some formal response and a closure to something that's been kind of happening over the past few months. It's actually not something that has happened overnight, and we decided that we need to move to the court and basically get a formal clarification from the producers. But it's been something that's been happening with us, with all friends and family and people like you who've been kind of messaging us for the past few months. In fact, if you look at the historical data on India Today themselves, I think there was one news that India Today on the web portal they ran, I think, on July of 8th, which basically was drawing parallels of the movie Dhurandhar, which was not even, the trailer was not released, but it was kind of a preview which people knew about, and they were kind of drawing similarities between, Mohit's, life and his work and the way he kind of conducted his covert operations versus what was being shown in the movie, itself. And one after the other, kind of disregarded because we thought, oh yeah, this is one kind of somebody drawing similarities. Maybe it's just the inspiration which has been there, but it's kind of very easy for somebody to just look at and try and kind of find similarity with these kinds of things. But then the messages started to really come in from people who were known to us and acquaintances far and wide, and then some of the reputed kind of social media influencers or people who kind of have moved on to reporting and kind of talking about issues on social media, things like YouTube, podcasts, and Instagram and Twitter. They start to really reach out and kind of create these long parallels between how the movie Dhurandhar draws inspiration and kind of is a remake, or not a remake, but actually is kind of depicting life of Major Mohit, and kind of really starts.
And is there something that you find offensive in either the trailer or what you've heard about the movie? What do you find offensive in this?
So there is nothing offensive, to be honest, Gaurav. This is all about just taking the family into confidence and making sure that they are at least aware that something of. See, this is making a movie is one part. It's part of. I'm sure it's passion for a lot of people. It's business for some people. You really want to kind of choose the topics. You want to make sure when you are doing the thing, which is kind of in a national glory and it kind of depicts somebody who's been treated as a national hero, you kind of want to make sure that you check all the buttons. And having the family being aware of this is happening, it's kind of one of the things that I would always assume people would take care of because of the sensitivities around somebody. Somebody's lost their son in the line of duty. You would want to make sure that they get at least the communication of that somebody is making the effort. That's part one. Part two, if you remember, back in 2021 January, a big production house actually announced a movie by the name of Aptekar that was kind of supposed to hit the floors, and then due to COVID or whatever reasons, it's still something that we, the family, assume it's a work in progress. We don't know what the status is. We haven't heard, right? So incidents like these kind of add up to families kind of confusion in the matter, concern in the matter. What's happening? Who's doing this? Will it ever see the light of the day? Will we ever see our son in real life? In terms of whoever depicts, it's kind of a dream that every parent who's lost his or her son in the line of duty and is revered as a national hero really wants to see, right?
Oh,
they can't see this anymore, right? But if somebody makes a movie,
nobody from the producers, the directors, the script writers, nobody from the production house, nobody got in touch with you. Nobody said that they're making a movie on Major Mohit Sharma's unparalleled valor, the manner in which he infiltrated into the Hizbul Mujahideen and Aptekar, the name. Too many similarities is what you feel?
Well, that's what we feel, and it was kind of now I'm assuming it was a lot of social media hype or facts we don't know, right? That's the reason we kind of wanted to make sure that what we think is actually the reality, or what we think is actually a fake narrative being created by people, around, who are kind of trying to just use this as an opportunity to gain, let's say, followers or viewership or whatever that is. Obviously, it was hurting my parents' sentiments because their dreams were crashing in front of their eyes. You have to understand from a parent's perspective. They see a dream of somebody making a movie and putting their son on a big screen in front of millions of people who really love and adore him, and then it comes out to be not true, or true something that they are not aware of. It's kind of very complex emotions running into parents of such kind of martyrs and heroes. So we just wanted to make sure that there is official closure, and that's the reason, after all the hype, when the movie really released the trailers and stuff, and then I kind of put up a tweet asking the production house myself. I know they would have taken time, but I think we were kind of ready to go into a legal recourse as well in the meantime. Since I did not get a response in, let's say, about 12 to 18 hours, my legal support system, they said, all right, let's just go and make sure that we at least get a recourse. What if it doesn't come? What if it comes? And how do we make sure? And that's how we kind of went to the court and asked for some kind of clarification and closure from my parents.